Governor Abbott is calling for state lawmakers to return to Austin for a special session. The crisis on the border appears to be moving up the date, and dealing with that situation may briefly move the school choice issue to the back burner. Fox 7 Austin's Rudy Koski explains now. Rudy.
Yeah, Mike, somewhat of a surprising flip-flop there. October 9th is the date being talked about today for the start of the special session, the possible start. Initially, many were expecting this special session to start around the middle of October, and the focus would only really be about the school choice plan, controversial enough. Now, the border crisis will be the first big issue up for debate in the October special session, and today, a leading House member told me another crisis involving medical marijuana should be included in that call. Now, it's believed the migrant surge across the Rio Grande will take up the first part of the special session with a possible reboot of a bill to create a new DPS Border Patrol unit. Another idea being pitched around is a special Texas migrant work photo ID card with a tracking chip. Now, while those two ideas are very much still up in the air, we do know the special session call will have lawmakers looking into a growing migrant community in southeast Texas called Colony Ridge. Now, some have described that community as an illegal pop-up sanctuary city. Governor Abbott was asked about Colony Ridge Wednesday while speaking with Fox News.
When we have a special session and have bills proposed dealing with it, we're going to have legislative hearings that will surface the information about whether or not those allegations are true or not, and if they're true, what we can do to stop it.
I think there could be things added. When the governor vetoed some bills back during the regular session, he, said that he would entertain further discussion in a special session in the future once property tax reform legislation was passed.
Now, speaking of things to be added, you want to expand the call to regulate hemp products like Delta 8 and also expand the rules for compassionate use medical marijuana. Why now?
Well, we know that there have been increased calls to poison control centers with children getting access to these hemp-based products. These are unregulated. Many of the products are not even tested.
Why expand compassionate use then?
Well, there are folks that are going to the unregulated products because they've got conditions that may not currently be on the approved list of conditions to participate in the compassionate use program.
And you want to expand that list?
I do.
Are you worried that a lot of these big issues can get distracted by the personality conflicts that have happened within the past 30 days?
Yeah, that's always possible. But I'm hoping that being professionals that will go forward and tackle the big issues for the people that we represent here in Texas.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of fence bending that's going to be necessary. Now, the governor can add topics to his call during the special session. The school choice debate, though, isn't expected to ramp up until sometime around the middle of October. An indication of that is on October the 12th here in Austin, the governor is going to take part in what's promoted as a parent leadership summit sponsored by the Texas Public Policy Foundation. And then on October 15th, Abbott is also urging members of churches to take part in what he calls a Call Your Lawmaker campaign. Now back to you in the studio.